Kanye and Kim Kardashian are Diddy's handlers. In the Diddy documentary, I exposed Kanye and Kim with proof. Kim is even worse than Diddy because she kept selling young boys to Diddy.
Kanye, do you think the Illuminati is behind this attack on Diddy?
He's offering a description of crazy, but when you start getting in certain areas, they're not going to actually be compassionate for what's going on with him, or because he's not crazy where he doesn't know what he's saying. He knows exactly what he's saying.
Okay, y'all, hold on to your seats because the internet is officially on fire. 50 Cent, yeah, Fiddy himself, is back with a leak so explosive it could shake Hollywood to its core. We're talking footage so scandalous, so wild, it might just put Kanye West and Kim Kardashian in the hottest spotlight of their lives. And where did it all go down? One of Diddy's legendary no-rules parties, the kind where secrets don't stay secret and chaos is basically guaranteed. But this time, nothing stayed hidden.
You're a public person as well, and there was one instance in Harlem, and his reaction when those people
went away.
Car,
I said, I feel like I need to wash, like I'm dirt. That was, it shows you his character.
How did you get that footage of Diddy?
I figure most journalists would not disclose their sources.
Does he know y'all have this in the doc?
I would doubt he knows.
So when this airs, that'll be the first time that his legal team, Diddy, that everybody knows that this footage is now seeing the light of day.
All right, here's the real tea, and trust me, it's hotter than anything you've seen this week. This tape? Yeah, it was never meant to see the light of day. It wasn't leaked by some shady insider. It was discovered during federal raids on Diddy's properties. But 50 Cent? Oh, he didn't care about never meant to happen. He made sure the world saw every second of it. And let me tell you, it's bad, like scorched earth, jaw-dropping bad. But hold up, the absolute wildest move? Kanye himself waltzed into court in head-to-toe white, strutting like he owned the place, giving Diddy full-on support. Yep, the same Kanye who once threw accusations at Diddy for being a Fed. Talk about a plot twist nobody saw coming. Now everyone is losing their minds, asking, wait, what is actually happening here? How did Kanye go from calling Diddy a government snitch to full-on hugging him in court like nothing ever happened? Well, of course, leave it to 50 Cent to spill every filthy detail, and oh, it all points straight to Kim Kardashian. Yep, her tangled, messy, can't-look-away ties to Diddy's shadowy empire. Because let me tell you, this footage, it's not just Kim and Kanye casually showing up at a party. Nope. This clip captures them smack in the middle of what looks like a full-blown group freak-off. Multiple people, zero shame, just vibes, but definitely not the glamorous kind. And the second that clip hit the internet, even mainstream outlets couldn't ignore it. The buzz was instant. But of course, Kris Jenner wasn't about to let her empire crumble. With her elite PR squad, she swooped in and scrubbed the whole mess clean like it never existed. Except, Fiddy, he's not letting this one slide.
Kim Kardashian allegedly had some videotapes and audio tapes that was actually recovered in the raid at P. Diddy's home.
According to insiders, Kris allegedly orchestrated countless rendezvous between Kim and A-listers, thrusting her into the spotlight at a tender age and blurring the lines between motherhood and exploitation. But hold on to your hats, because we're just scratching the surface. As if exploiting her daughters weren't enough, Kris's tangled web of deception extends even further, intertwining with the scandalous world of hip-hop mogul P. Diddy. And guess what? It's all about to come crashing down around her.
50 Cent is connecting the dots like only he can, blasting every scandalous detail across his socials, making it crystal clear. If any of this is true, the entire Kardashian empire could come crashing down, right alongside Diddy, and just when you think the chaos has peaked, nope, it gets even messier, because Fiddy just dropped even more footage, giving the world a front row seat to what really went down behind those velvet ropes. Imagine this. Diddy grinding on Kim inside a bathroom, while Kanye, across the room, locking lips with another man. Yeah, that's the level of madness we're talking about. A party so wild, so untamed, it makes every other Hollywood scandal look like a school play. And before anyone even dares to say, this has to be fake or photoshopped, remember one thing, 50 Cent does not play that game. He wouldn't drop something like this unless it was the real deal. And if you need even more proof, look no further than Method Man from Wu-Tang, who recently went viral claiming he personally witnessed Kanye getting absolutely wild at a Diddy bash. The receipts? They just keep piling up, and trust me, they're stacking faster than the drama itself.
50 Cent telling us who was actually at the Vegas party. I thought Kanye was going to tell on himself by the end of the day, but never did I think 50 was going to put it out there.
P. Diddy and the Kardashians were in the bathroom. And as they were in the bathroom, one of the Kardashians was getting dry humped. And it's obvious to see which one was getting dry humped. It was Kim Kardashian. At the time, she was with Kanye. So at the time, when Kanye was doing whatever, and she goes off, she's getting dry humped on a wall by P. Diddy.
And just days after all this chaos erupted online, guess who strutted into Diddy's trial? Yup, Kanye West. No hiding, no ducking, he showed up in head-to-toe white, looking like he was at a Sunday service instead of a courtroom circus. And right outside, he was met by none other than Diddy's son, Christian, Kanye West, in the bathroom. You get the picture. Now, 50 Cent, he never bites his tongue. He went straight for Kanye, dragging him through the mud and spelling out exactly why Yeezy is suddenly writing for Diddy. According to 50, it's because Kanye is involved too. He even posted an AI photo of himself in white, then immediately followed it with Kanye's court look and a savage caption. Brutal. We're wearing white in honor of the freak-offs. Damn, you should have brought your dirty little wife with that Grammys outfit. But he didn't stop there. Oh no. 50 came back with another hammer. That's why Kanye was showing support for Diddy. Apparently, he was out in Vegas with that little dirt bag, and the shade? Not even shade. It was a full-on drag. The timing? Chilling. Just last week, a woman identified only as Jane Doe took the stand and described a night in Vegas with a famous rapper and his girl. They hit a strip club, a hotel, and then the rapper, a close friend of Diddy's, allegedly made a move on her after she exposed herself while dancing. The rapper wasn't named in court, but everyone knew who the story pointed to. And 50 Cent? He made it loud and clear. He thinks that rapper is Kanye. But here's the kicker. 50 says this drama didn't start with Kanye marrying Bianca. Nope. The roots go way deeper, all the way back to the Kardashians themselves.
Yeah. So why do you care to go to this? Because I was invited and I think it would be fun.
When are you gonna act your own age? It's like rap crew, like Rick Ross and Diddy. Do you think this is like your crowd?
I know a thing or two about rap music.
According to 50 Cent, Kim Kardashian wasn't just showing up at Diddy's parties for fun or photo ops. She was involved deep in the game, even recruiting others. And the receipts? Oh, they're stacking so high, you'd need a ladder to reach them. Now let's talk about Kris Jenner's shady little church, because this is where the mess goes from wild to next level insane. Back in 2009, Kris founded the California Community Church. Sounds all wholesome and angelic, right? Except this was no ordinary Sunday service. Something darker, more calculated was brewing behind those doors, and it's all connected to the chaos 50's been exposing.
This church is clearly a tax write-off Bible. So in general, churches are huge tax loopholes. They're exempt from paying federal, state, and local taxes, and all their financial records are closed. Only God knows about those P&Ls. She set up California Community Church in 2009 with a co-founder that she met at Starbucks. This is what it looks like. And Kim has said in interviews that she gives 10% of her income to the church each year. If she makes $80 million a year, that's $8 million. And if the other sisters are doing that too, that's at least like $50 million in tithings. If your church made $50 million a year, would it look like this? Oh, and here's what I think really seals the deal. The girls don't worship there. They go to Hillsong, they used to go to Sunday service. Is it because this isn't really a church?
But here's where things go from suspicious to straight up eyebrow raising. Originally launched as Life Change Community Church, Kris eventually rebranded it under a non-profit status, all clean and holy on the surface. But according to online sleuths, membership wasn't cheap. People claim you needed $1,000 a month just to belong, plus 10% of your income in donations. Suddenly, it starts feeling less like Sunday worship, more like a family-run financial fortress. And because it was listed as a charity, huge tax benefits, the kind that make accountants weep with joy. Whenever a Kardashian needed to shift money around, fans say there was one magical solution: donate to mom's church. Boom, crisis handled. Receipts? The internet never forgets. For example, Kim once held an eBay charity auction and directed the earnings to Kris's church. In 2013 alone, reports show the church pulled in nearly $450,000. But here's where the conspiracy boards start to glow red. Some claim the church wasn't only helping with taxes, but also quietly funneling money to help protect powerful people and keep messy stories from exploding. And if any of that ever proves true, the Kardashians could find themselves right in the blast zone of the same RICO storm surrounding Diddy. And just when you think the plot stops twisting, nope. Online gossip has pushed an even bigger allegation that Kim may have been deeply embedded in Diddy's world for years. Remember March 2024? Homeland Security raids Diddy's homes, and hours before that news breaks, Kim suddenly unfollows him. Coincidence? The internet says not a chance. Why the heads up? Some people point straight to Corey Gamble, Kris's boyfriend, longtime friend of Diddy, and the mystery man Kanye once called government. Fans joke Corey knows things before the FBI does. Whether any of this is truth or just the wildest Hollywood rumor mill revving to full speed, the timing has everyone's popcorn ready.
Yes, Corey CIA. Like, he didn't even have to say it. I know it. CIA. What are you talking about? Like, oh, this is my job. This is He's Illuminati.
Now 50 Cent is connecting every single dot, painting a picture that links Kim, Kanye, and Diddy's messy empire in ways the internet can't stop talking about. And just when you think it couldn't get any wilder, 50's suspicions take it to another level. According to him, some online sleuths believe the Kardashians may have even been involved in delivering a young Justin Bieber into Diddy's orbit. Yup, the kind of rumor that makes your jaw drop and your feed explode.
Yeah. Yo, what's up? Like, I'm calling you and answering.
Yeah, that was low.
That was weird.
That was crazy.
That was weird. They did not run through people.
They was pressing them like, why you not answering your phone? Like, yo.
He wasn't answering for a reason.
Because you did things to me.
And now, an old clip of Kim with a teenage Justin Bieber is going viral all over again, and let's just say, it's making viewers seriously squirm. The vibe? Deeply uncomfortable, the kind of footage that has everyone pausing and saying, wait, what am I even looking at?
First met Justin Bieber at the White House Correspondents' Dinner in Washington, D.C., and I think actually before that I had said in an interview that I wanted to set him up with my sister, Kendall, who's 14, and then he had responded in an interview saying that no, he didn't want to be hooked up with my sister, he liked me, or something just silly like that. It was a joke.
Is this real life? I feel crazy. The world is spinning around me. What's happening? You have 4 eyes. I have 2 fingers.
Flashback to 2010. Justin Bieber was just 16 and Kim Kardashian was 29. The two did a photo shoot together in the Bahamas for a spread in Owl magazine, and wow, it's raising eyebrows all over again. Kim, decked out in lingerie, was flirty, rolling in the water, lounging on the beach, and even posing on balconies, all while Justin stood there watching. The whole vibe? Like a honeymoon shoot gone wild. Except it wasn't one. And now, years later, that clip is making the internet do a double take.
And so when I met him in Washington, D.C., we took a picture together and he Twittered it and said, you know, me and my girlfriend Kim. And instantly, I mean, it was on CNN, like all over the place, that him and I were dating.
Kim even joked about Justin having a crush on her, going so far as to call herself his girlfriend. At the time, she didn't seem to see any problem with the rumors, and while the internet devoured it like it was some cute, playful moment, the reality, it definitely wasn't cute. And looking back now, it makes the whole shoot feel way more uncomfortable than anyone admitted at the time. Watching the behind-the-scenes footage now, it's hard to watch. Justin looks so young, barely out of childhood, while Kim, she's giving him looks that are impossible to unsee. The kind of gaze that sticks with you, making the whole scene feel way more intense and way more uncomfortable than anyone remembers from back then. And here's where it gets even darker. This photo shoot happened just months after Justin reportedly spent 48 hours with Diddy, a trip that allegedly left him so shaken he seriously considered quitting the industry altogether. That's when, according to sources, Kim was sent in to reassure him, telling Justin that everything he'd witnessed was completely normal, that this was just how everyone in the business lived. Now stop and imagine how twisted that sounds. The kind of story that makes your stomach drop and your head spin.
God, it was so much fun.
What shoot did you do?
I did a shoot in the Bahamas with Justin Bieber.
How old is Justin?
16. During the shoot, Justin said, "Oh, I have a nickname for you." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Cougar."
Does he have a crush on you?
I have no idea.
Do you have a crush on him? Yeah, Kim, do you have a crush on him?
If only he was 18.
18? Wait, you know there's stuff all over the internet about how you're a cougar.
No, I'm a cougar. I'm not even 30 years old.
No, Kim wasn't trying to date Justin. At least, that's not what the whispers claim. According to Fiddy's upcoming expose, the truth is far darker. The theory goes that Kim didn't cozy up to Bieber for romance. She was allegedly there to stabilize him, to make the disturbing things he'd seen around Diddy feel like normal Hollywood. Just let that twist your mind for a second. And while that's only a tiny piece of this giant, crumbling puzzle, now the plot flips again. Corey Gamble, Kris Jenner's right-hand man and Diddy's longtime insider, has just been spotted slipping into a secret Beverly Hills meeting with Kanye. No cameras, no entourage, and the word on the street? Whatever Ye is doing these days, it's not exactly voluntary. Picture it. Corey stepping out of that private meeting like nothing happened. Meanwhile, fans remember, all of this went down not long after Justin reportedly spent 48 hours straight with Diddy. 2 days that insiders say left him terrified of the spotlight, done with the music industry, ready to walk away from everything.
Closing in on Kim Kardashian. The FBI investigation, initially a tremor threatening her carefully constructed image, has morphed into a full-blown earthquake threatening to engulf her entire empire. Leaked information paints a picture of a woman who allegedly used a seductive facade to mask a ruthless ambition.
So what does Diddy allegedly do? He sends in Kim Kardashian, the body, the fame, the public darling confidence, to soothe him, distract him, convince him that the freaky side of fame is just part of the price of superstardom, that the manipulation, the control, the messed up power games are simply the Hollywood lifestyle. According to the documentary's narrative, that wasn't a one-time mission. Kim was allegedly deep in the operation, recruiting, smoothing things over, protecting egos and empires. Suddenly the rumors, the parties, the strange Bieber connections, they all click into place. And Kanye's past paranoia about Corey Gamble, maybe it wasn't paranoia, maybe it was survival. Because if Diddy's kingdom collapses, everyone who ever held a brick is shaking. And what has Kim done? Not deny, not address. Just quietly unfollow Diddy on Instagram right before federal raids hit in 2024, as if one click could erase a decade of headlines and handshakes. But Fiddy? Oh, he's not letting this slide.
How you feel about all that, man?
Well, what I feel about the documentary, they left a whole lot of key things out. If they was going to do something and they're going to say in the reckoning of Sean Combs, the reckoning, or Diddy, the reckoning and stuff like that, it should have been a lot of people that we lost because of him. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't only Big, it wasn't only Tupac, you understand? For the atmosphere that he put those kids in. You got a guy named Anthony Wolf Jones, who was from Bad Boy, from its conception as doing security and being one of the financiers of Puff having to have some money to keep Big and Craig Mack around before he got to Clyde Davis. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't able to tell that story because they didn't have no intel on that story or what went down, or they didn't do their investigations right, which he also led up to the reason why Wolf ain't here today. You understand? They didn't tell that story. They didn't tell a story about Jessica Rosenbaum, who was at the City College situation. You understand? When it was Puff, Heavy D, and Jessica. You know what I'm saying? Jessica was the reason why those kids lost their life, because she locked the door on those kids running down the steps. You understand? You could see her name in a news article, but they didn't mention nothing about her taking place, but they try to put Heavy D, God bless the dead, out there and they put Puff out there. You know what I'm saying? She should have been the main one because she is the one who locked the door on the kids. You understand? She is the one who locked the door on the kids, and all those kids lost their life. Had she not locked those doors, not one kid would have lost their life. Not one kid would have lost their life. And that's what happened. So the feelings that I have about the documentary, man, it was just old news, and they took a couple of with the footage from Puff from the days that's leading up him to get arrested, and the incidents with the people from the courts. You know, the two people from the courts. So it was nothing new. It was put together pretty good, but it was nothing new that we didn't know. It is nothing new that we didn't know, bro. And they could have did a whole lot better. They could have got into the fact if they was talking about they wasn't going to, you know, they was going to spend some money on it and stuff like that. They could have got into the fact of who actually made that payment, because they put it all in the documentary. Who made that payment to get Tupac eliminated, if that was the payment that they had alluded to. So, liking the documentary, it's all right, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you watch it once, it don't get no second look. It don't get no second take. It ain't nothing like say, yo, I gotta go see that shit again. Nah, not at all. So, let me be clear on this, brother, is that I was at City College. You understand? I was there. I was doing security. My team was supposed to have the outside. Puff came to me the day before we were supposed to do the job there and told me that Heavy D didn't want us to do the security outside. I had 18 men ready to do the security outside with my dogs, like I always do. People knew how we used to roll. We would have the pits, the Rockwilders, you understand? You know, we had that outside locked up. So anybody try to bum rush, anybody do that, we had the gates, the whole 9 yards. So we could stop all that. You know how people gonna get down in Harlem. You understand? So, and then when you got LL Cool J, you got Mike Tyson coming through there, and they coming through the front door so people see them. So they gonna go crazy. LL was the hottest thing out at that time. Mike Tyson was the hottest thing out at that time. They got all kinds of stars and people in there already. They was coming through the back. They came through the front.
50 Cent has thrown open the curtain, revealing scandal after scandal that nobody saw coming, pulling Kim Kardashian, Ye, and the notorious Sean Diddy Combs right into the eye of the storm. The footage 50 just leaked isn't just news, it's a bombshell shaking social media to its core. Fans, haters, and insiders alike are stunned, and the details? Absolutely jaw-dropping, even by Hollywood's wildest standards. This isn't just a story, it might be the biggest celebrity scandal of the decade. The leaks are here, and they're shaking Hollywood to its core. According to the footage, Kim Kardashian and Ye were caught on camera at one of Diddy's notoriously private parties. And trust us, this is not the kind of invite you'd brag about. The clip allegedly shows Kim in a deeply compromising situation with Diddy himself, while West's behavior in the background is raising eyebrows across the internet. But here's the kicker. This isn't just some random TikTok clip snapped by a partygoer. No, this is federal-level material, reportedly seized during raids on Diddy's properties. Somehow, 50 Cent got hold of it, and now he's laying it all bare for the world to see. If even half of these allegations are true, Kim and Ye aren't just facing public scandal, they could be staring down serious legal consequences. And it gets even more surreal. Just days before this footage went viral, Ye rolled up to Diddy's trial in all white, stepping out of his Maybach like he was strutting a runway instead of a courtroom. The same Ye who once accused Diddy of being a government snitch is now publicly backing him amidst some of the most shocking allegations imaginable. What is going on here? Why would Ye, of all people, side with Diddy now? 50 Cent thinks he knows, and according to him, it all circles back to Kim Kardashian. His cryptic posts suggest Kim isn't just an innocent bystander. She's allegedly been deeply entangled in Diddy's operations, playing a role far beyond merely attending his infamous parties. If the footage is authentic, it paints a damning portrait of Kim behind closed doors, connecting the Kardashian empire directly to Diddy's alleged crimes. Could this be the scandal that finally cracks the armor of the most famous family in reality TV history? If the internet's reaction is anything to go by, the world is watching every shocking frame, and the fallout is just getting started.
The thing I remember most from being there was P. Diddy in the restroom of the Met. It was the women's room. That's why I was there. Okay. Dry humping a Kardashian.
So fun. Well, I know you're known for the parties. When you think of a party or a good time, you think of Puff. You do. But we've been known to party with you a few times. Yes. What are I don't know, you were just at Puff's birthday.
Yes.
Yes.
I forgot about that.
But just when you think it couldn't get any messier, it does. The leaked footage allegedly shows Kim in an intimate moment with Diddy, while Ye is caught on camera with someone else in the very same room. It's a scene ripped straight from a dark, twisted Hollywood drama. Yet shockingly, this is real life. The drama doesn't stop there. Even Method Man from the Wu-Tang Clan has jumped into the conversation, resurfacing an old clip where he claims to have seen Ye acting suspiciously at one of Diddy's infamous gatherings. Suddenly, West's unexpected appearance at Diddy's trial starts to make chilling sense. Could West's public support for Diddy be less about loyalty and more about covering his own tracks? And is Ye desperately trying to protect himself before things spiral completely out of control? This isn't just gossip anymore. It's a tangled web of scandal, secrecy, and power plays, and every new detail makes the picture darker than we ever imagined. And the timing couldn't be more explosive. Just as Ye is stepping into the spotlight beside Diddy, 50 Cent is dropping cryptic hints about an upcoming documentary that promises to reveal the full extent of Diddy's alleged crimes and the A-list celebrities who may have been entangled in the chaos. Sources close to 50 say this film will unveil never-before-seen evidence directly linking Kim Kardashian to Diddy's criminal empire. And here's the chilling part. If even half of what 50 is teasing proves true, it's not just Kim's carefully curated reputation on the line. The entire Kardashian-Jenner dynasty, every empire, every brand, every carefully guarded secret, could be at risk of crumbling under the weight of these revelations. Hollywood's most untouchable family might finally be facing a scandal too big to survive. Now, let's talk about West's shocking courtroom appearance. When he stepped out of that Maybach, dressed head to toe in white, it wasn't just a fashion statement. It was a spectacle that had everyone talking. Ye is no stranger to bold, symbolic moves, but this one felt different. Was he trying to send a secret message? A subtle nod to some hidden pact with Diddy? Social media certainly thinks so, especially after 50 Cent posted a side-by-side photo of himself in white and Ye at the courthouse, dripping with sarcasm and mocking Ye's involvement. His caption read, "We're wearing white in honor of the freak-offs. Damn, you should have brought your dirty little wife with that Grammys outfit." And speaking of Kim, 50 Cent is now connecting her actions directly to Diddy's alleged crimes. According to him, Kim wasn't just a guest at Diddy's notorious parties, she was allegedly helping him recruit people, a claim that, if true, could shatter her carefully curated public image. The drama goes even deeper. There's speculation that Kim and her mother, Kris Jenner, used their so-called church as a front to funnel money and silence victims. Tax records reportedly show Kris Jenner's church receiving tens of thousands in donations from Kim's eBay charity auctions, and while churches are often used as tax shelters, 50 Cent's team is hinting this money may have been used for something far more sinister. This isn't just Hollywood gossip anymore. It's a tangled web of scandal, secrets, and power plays that could finally expose what happens behind the glitz and glam of the Kardashian empire.